It sounds like a bad plotline or an anxiety dream, right? But that is the Duchess of Sussex's daily reality at the moment. Apparently, Thomas Markle wasn't planning to make Meghan's private letter public in which, ironically, she begged her father to stop exploiting her marriage and her relationship with her husband. But she drove him to it. Yes, it's Meghan's fault that he chose to do this, or at least that's what he is trying to convince us. The trigger was that 5 close friends of Meghan's gave anonymous interviews to an American celebrity magazine claiming to put the record straight over the Duchess's relationship with her father. In these interviews they mentioned that Meghan had been so upset by her father's public attacks on her and her new husband that she wrote him an anguished letter begging him to patch up their differences privately. Thomas Markle, 74, who lives in Mexico, said he never intended to make public this handwritten letter, which he referred to as a dagger to the heart, out of respect for Meghan. But he now claims he has been forced to do so, and in the process, I guess it can be concluded, to happily disrespect Meghan. Let me just pause here to highlight the irony and the difference between their approaches. This man's daughter writes privately to him begging him to stop giving interviews, fabricating stories, attacking her new husband, and siding with his other daughter Samantha, the half-sister Meghan barely knows, who has publicly attacked her. His response? To publish her private letter. This man is Meghan's father. His job is to protect his daughter and look after her. It's shocking. Meghan's letter was compelling but excruciating, so personal it felt like reading someone's diary. I've written before about my respect for Meghan. I don't know her, but in her public life she has shown herself to be passionate about education, women's rights and the arts. She is a positive person doing positive things. The accusation from many is that Meghan has chosen fame at the expense of her family. And, because she's not allowed to speak publicly, her friends have spoken on her behalf to defend her. That includes George Clooney, by the way, who also spoke up this week in Meghan's defense. His point was that people's treatment of her reminded him of the way Diana was treated, and we all know how that turned out. Many people think he has gone over the top, but to my mind he is not widely off the mark. It is a uniquely British trait that when we think people are getting above their station, we turn on them and try to take them down. Daddy of all betrayals, Meghan is gorgeous, happy, married to a prince, and pregnant. People liked her at first, but now many seem to have decided she's getting too big for her boots. Suddenly trolls are queuing up to criticize her about everything from the way she cradles her baby bump to her attempt to send positive messages to sex workers by riding on bananas. Some are suggesting that Meghan organized the interviews that her friends did. Who knows if that is true or not, but even if she did, why the hell shouldn't she? What is she supposed to do in the face of all of these destructive accusations? Take them on the chin? Others are saying Meghan is to blame for the way her family are treating her. That she is attention-seeking, keen to portray herself as a victim. But let's be clear, her father is the one who has made her letters public. And her half-sister is writing a book about Princess Pushy, which is just vile. Frankly, it's hard to see how their relationship will recover from this. Who could ever forgive a father who has acted in this way? And, in the meantime, why aren't we vilifying him instead of her? He's the one addicted to fame and trying to extend his 15 minutes by any means he can, even if it means betraying his daughter. Which, to my mind, is unacceptable and unforgivable.